Would you please welcome Dance Troupe Innovation, No Place for Hate, and the theater program with their show, Circles.
Actually, I love camping and hiking, but I'm tired after all that walking. It feels like we've just been going in circles around the trail.
Come on, it was only an 11-mile hike.
Okay, so your perspective on physical activity is different from mine.
I like to think of it as normal.
Hey, you guys gonna sit down?
Yeah, I think sitting is just what I need right now.
Wait, we should make s'mores.
I'll go get the marshmallows.
I've never really been camping with friends before. I'm more of a survival guy. What do we do? Just hang around?
No, we tell stories.
12 hours. Oh, sorry, you guys can go first.
As I was saying, we usually tell stories around the campfire.
Sounds fun enough. Does anybody have a story to share?
I do.
Of course he's going first.
Okay, you go first.
All right, hope you're ready. Fade in. Exterior, Scotland, 12th century. 6 girls stand prepared to perform the traditional Highland fling, which in Scotland was commonly used for men to demonstrate their stamina and agility for the king. Now, many women participate in this exercise too. I present to you the Highland fling. I'm done.
Wow, you really have a knack for storytelling. Where'd you get the idea for that one?
Thank you. My mom's side of the family is actually part Scottish, and one day I hope to visit Edinburgh. So I learned all about the history, which included the Highland fling.
Cool. Now I wish I could visit Scotland.
Awesome story, Ben. So who wants to go next?
Do you want to, Carlos?
I'd rather go last.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going.
Nava!
Where were you? I have no clue. But I saw a cute little deer and stared at it for a minute, and then I started walking again, and I got here.
Oh my gosh. Did you get any pictures of the deer?
Yeah, come over here. I'll show you.
Aww.
Guys, who wants to tell a story next?
I'll go. I love stories, and I have the perfect idea for one. It's actually from my culture, so listen up. We find ourselves in Israel. The year is 1937, and after a 7-year search, Israelis have finally found water in Kibbutz Nun, and with that they have decided to hold a festival in celebration of achieving their goal. With this festival comes a dance titled Mayim Mayim, which translates to water, water in English, originally choreographed by Els Dublin. You might see folks in this period of time wearing headscarves, a blouse and skirt, and aprons too. Just imagine people connected in a circle and rejoicing the presence of water.
שאבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה ושאבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה מים 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 בששון מים 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 בששון היי 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 שאבתם מים 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 בששון שאבתם מים 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 בששון
That was cool. Do you have any other stories?
Actually, I do. This one's about the history of tap dancing. Do you guys want to hear it?
Definitely.
Well, this dance actually comes from African and British origins. In the early 19th century, slave owners would take away African instruments, so slaves began using percussive dancing, tap dancing, to express their emotions. In the 20th century, tap dancers started collaborating with jazz musicians, adding a more complex rhythm to the dance. During this time, a new design for the tap shoe was created, a shoe with metal plates at the bottom called taps. This was quite the evolution from the wooden shoes that dancers used to use. In the mid-20th century, tap would frequently be seen on Broadway and in television. The next choreography is based on the origins of tap dancing with percussive instruments, which can be seen on Broadway as well as in musicals such as Bring in the Noise, Bring in the Funk, starring Savion Glover and Stomp.
Hey, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Let me tell you a little bit about Western culture.
Right now, I just need you to get real loose. Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones, and if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with 'em. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Gonna throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. Let's have some fun. To the left now. To the right. Now take your left hand and put it on your side. Gon' roll your shoulders, do the slip and slide. This next part's my favorite part, cause it's time to shine. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with 'em. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it.
I'm having a lot of fun hanging out with friends and talking about traditions around the world. So that sensation of coming together reminded me of line dancing. I really like line dancing because it connects people. When doing this dance, everybody does the same thing, and rather than being in a line, it starts to feel like you're in a circle of trust and bonding, where everybody can understand you while being unique in your own way. A circle with friends, family, and even strangers.
Wow, that was really deep. Thank you for sharing with us. So, who has another story to tell?
Oh, what if we told stories from further east now?
Sounds good to me, but right now I just need to eat something healthier than s'mores.
How about some salmon?
When did you have time to go fishing?
I really have no idea. Anyways, let's cook this fish.
I'll grill it up on the campfire.
Salam Shadut. Salam Carlos. Buish ashaka mantura yadam yara. Oh, sorry, you guys probably want to hear me too. I told Carlos the food you are cooking smells really good and reminds me of ashak and mantu, which are basically dumplings. It's one of my favorite meals from when I lived in Afghanistan.
Oh, what is it like in Afghanistan? Also, are you here by yourself?
No, my family's camping from my cousin's birthday right now, but I'd be happy to take a quick break from walking and tell you guys about Afghanistan.
Okay.
So in Afghanistan, we had a holiday called Eid. We would usually celebrate it for 3 days in a row after Ramadan. During this holiday, we wore beautiful dresses and would then go to the houses of family and friends until we got tired. The most fun thing about this holiday was that we got money from our parents and relatives, and we could ask for money without being rude. There was also another type of Eid where we would donate to other people then celebrate. For celebration, we perform a dance called Atan. When I lived in Afghanistan, I would watch teenagers perform the traditional dance all the time. And I'm excited because this year I'm finally old enough to dance Atan with my family. We're actually going to do the dance for my cousin's birthday later. So I better get going so I can change. Khudafiz. Nice talking to you guys.
Khudafiz.
Shadut actually taught me a little more about Atan the other day, if you want to hear it.
Sure, I'd love to learn more about the dance.
Well, this dance originated from the Passions in 2000 BCE and is typically seen at celebrations like weddings, birthdays, or festivals. The primary musical instrument used in this dance is a dohol, which is a double-headed barrel drum. Women will usually wear flowy dresses with decorations like mirrors and jingles. The dresses also come in multiple colors to be unique to each person.
Okay, could I share a second story?
Of course.
Although my family is from Mexico, hace unos años mi tía estudió en el extraño en España. Cuando regresó, me platicó de un baile que se llama flamenco. To translate what I said, a couple years ago my aunt studied abroad in Spain. When she came back, she told me about a dance called flamenco. One of my teachers at school is also a flamenco dancer, and she told me that aire is the attitude and energy of dance, and passion is the aire for flamenco, specifically a style called tangos. Dancers use intense facial expressions and strong movements in 4x4 time.
Ay, le, 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 ra, lo, ra, lula. Triana, Triana, qué bonita está Triana. Qué bonita está Triana. Qué bonita está Triana cuando le ponen al puente las banderitas gitanas y al puentecito le ponen las banderitas gitanas. Mi madre me dijo a mí un querer de poco tiempo no le criaba raíz, porque un querer primito mío de poco tiempo no le criaba raíz. Que no te quiero, que no te quiero, te ponía a referir. Flamenco que no te quiero, sabiendo tú que yo por ti más fatiga yo no puedo. Y anoche vi a Camarón cantar la boa y tú los tangos de María la Mahora. Anoche vi a Camarón cantar la boa y tú los tangos de María la Mahora. Anoche vi a Camarón cantar la boa y tú no tango de María la Mahora. Anoche vi a Camarón cantar la boa y tú no tango de María la Mahora.
You know what? It's not a camping trip without some scary stories.
Well, in that case, who wants to tell a scary story?
Bella does. One night, a group of friends were camping in the woods. Suddenly,
scary. How about we talk about, I don't know, something a little less terrifying?
Has anybody told your bedtime story?
Yeah. Being a child and getting to go to sleep almost every night after a story was always so pleasant. What was your childhood like, Lance?
Yeah, my dad told me bedtime stories all the time when I was a little kid. I remember everything was so joyful. I would play with my friends in daycare or take naps in the middle of the day. Sometimes I wish I could go back to those days to escape from homework. But it's good to just have a time and a place as a special memory within a home in your heart.
Yeah, like when we could just dance around and do whatever, and we didn't have to care about what people thought of us or the way that we were moving. I wish I could be like that again, having the confidence to do things freely without the pressure of judgment.
Is it just me, or did I have a sudden burst of nostalgia 4 seconds ago? I think I'm tired, so don't mind me just falling asleep.
Yeah, I think I will as well. Good night, guys.
Wait! We need to wait and see the sunrise in 8 hours.
Matea, you deserve some rest. You can watch the sunrise another day.
Good point. Night.
You're right there when I need you most. You got my back and I got yours. I won't ever let you go. You're never gonna be alone. If you fall, I'll pick you up. I'm right here no matter what. I won't ever let you go. You're never gonna be alone. As long as I'm with you, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be just fine. As long as I'm with you, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be just fine. We're friends forever. Friends forever. Friends forever. Yeah. Friends forever. Friends forever. Friends forever. As long as I'm with you, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be just fine. As long as I'm with you, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be just fine. Yeah. We're friends forever. Friends forever. Friends forever.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's that noise?
Oh, probably a marching band. Wait, a marching band?
Yes, a marching band. There's a parade going down Main Street right now.
Really? Do you think they're color guards?
Definitely. Did you know that marching bands were created to give rhythms to the military for drilling and marching into battle? Over time, they added flags for communication. Later, a woman named Peggy invented the idea of spinning the flags in groups called color guard. Sometimes, color guards will use mock rifles in honor of the military, so choreographed flags are pretty close to the history of the Army. Color guards also bring visual impact to bands and have been adapted in school festivities like sports games.
Whoa, I did not know any of that. These are actually pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder what Leandra... Oh, hey guys. Sorry. I was just taking a quick morning hike before going to the festival.
An 11-mile morning hike?
There's a parking lot half a mile away.
Ah, and who told us we would take that shortcut?
You know, I don't even remember who said that.
So, what are you going to do at the festival?
I'm actually going to be performing in the parade. My mom and dad are both from Bolivia, so we take part in the festival every year dancing to a folk dance called caporales, which has been in my family since forever. When the Spaniards came to Bolivia, they took all the country's gold and money to make themselves rich. Our costumes for this dance mock the fancy jewelry and clothes that the rich people would wear. My mom and grandma taught me how to do this dance when I was 11.
Sounds cool. Show us a video of it at school.
Will do. Anyways, I've got to go. Bye.
Negra, samba, negra, samba. Toda la gente me está mirando porque soy caporal. Toda la gente me está mirando porque soy caporal. Las botas puestas, los cascabeles te harán suspirar. Las botas puestas, los cascabeles te harán suspirar. Cuando yo bailo tiembla la tierra porque soy caporal. Cuando yo bailo tiembla la tierra porque soy
Well, I have a story to tell now if anyone wants to hear it.
Yes, please tell us.
So, when I was younger, mostly in 5th and 6th grade, I always felt like I didn't have a group of people I could relate to because I'm half white and half black. Or I didn't feel like I'd be accepted if I shared about my Nigerian culture. Later on, I found out that it was better to just be myself and I fit right in. I'm mainly sharing this because everyone goes through times in their lives where they feel like they're almost spinning in circles, trying to be someone they aren't, feeling that they need to be perfect, or running through the busy stress of life. It's important to take a deep breath, look around for others who can support you and who you can support. Living is like one big circle because we're not meant to be alone. We're here to help each other.
in circles. A steep hill to climb. My own understanding won't cut it this time. I'm feeling the pressure, believing the lies, but I want to believe that this life is not mine. I'm left undone by the seas you have split, by fear waging battle. I'm left more equipped. It's like we're face to face. This heaven on from the palm of your hand. Here's my mountain, now break down the walls. I am confident your hands in every rise and
Over the years, I've learned how important it is to tell a friend when you're down, and they'll help you get back up and on your feet. It's similar to gymnastics, how when you jump from the bar, you stay strong, so your outcome turns out better. Even if your landing's a little clumsy, you'll find a way to get back up. Gymnastics has always been like that, dating back to ancient Greece. Back then, many sports under the umbrella of gymnastics were in the Olympic Games until their abandonment in 393 CE. Out of everything in modern gymnastics, only tumbling and earlier forms of vaulting have stayed the same compared to gymnastics in ancient Greece. Although the original Olympics went under, tumbling continued and spread throughout Egypt, China, Shandong, and Gnosis. It continued to grow more popular in Europe during the Middle Ages and then slowly evolved into what we see as gymnastics today. See? Just like gymnastics, even if we go under or aren't noticed for a while, we can rise up again.
Being a good ally without making mistakes is like eating popcorn without dropping any on the floor. It's possible, but let's be honest, it rarely happens. But let's back up. What do we even mean when we talk about being an ally? We can at least all agree on that, right? Well, wrong, because there are lots of different ways of defining it and, more importantly, acting on that definition. But here's a place to start. Being an ally, first of all, is a constant act, not a state of being. You can be a wonderful ally in one situation and completely fail to act in another. It's not a level to reach in a game. Achievement unlocked, level ally, upgrade your gems. That would be cool, but sadly, no. Being an ally is about someone other than yourself. And it's about supporting those others, whether or not you know them, whether or not they are aware you're supporting them, whether or not you have any personal connection.
And I'm here for you guys, no matter what. So just tell me if anything is going on. I mean, that's what friends are for, right? We'll stand together as allies against any discrimination or hatred that we might face.
If the sky were to fall, I'd be the first to call. Some of us are brave. Who's gonna feel my pain? Who's gonna say my name? ain't no choice but to be brave. Peace and love to the ones who give praise. Take a bow as the sun hits the face. See me now, golden hour. And to those who fear leads them to hate, what a pity to be locked in a place. You see me now, I show you how, I show you how, I show you how, I show you how, I show you how. Peace and love to the ones who give praise. Take a bow as the light is the face. See me now, I'm loud and proud. And to those who fear leads them to hate, oh, what a pity to be locked in that place. I know you see me though, 'cause the breeze don't blow 'cause you want it, and the sun gon' shine regardless. I'm here to stay, I'm here to stay. All we want is to be ourselves and shine our light with no problems. We don't want problems. I do believe in the power in me.
Do you guys want to listen to some music while we walk?
Sure. How about a random dance party to that song by Meghan Trainor? Is it called Better When I'm Dancing, or?
Oh, I love that song.
Bella! What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm staying at a camp nearby. Can I chill with you guys?
Yeah, we were just about to start hiking.
I feel like I saw you at our camp last night.
Oh, it was probably just a stranger. Totally not me.
I don't know if I should be more or less concerned.
Lance, how do you put on that song now?
I'm pulling it up on Spotify.
All right, let's go. Wait, Matea, how long is the hike today?
Oh, only a couple miles.
Oh, what did you think? It is now intermission. Here's what that means. We have cake outside, and we started a tradition last year. I guess it's now a tradition because we're doing it for the second time, which is minimum $2 for a piece of cake, but pay as much as you want. Go for a 20, go for 200, we'll take it. That's what funds our program. Again, only on donations, so feel free to be as generous as you can be, or if you can afford $2, and if you absolutely can't do that, we'll help get you a piece of cake, because that's what it's about, is sharing, all right? The students, we're gonna be getting ready backstage to clean up their stuff, and I would just love for you to enjoy about 15 minutes while I turn things over for Act 2, and enjoy visiting with each other and meeting somebody in the room that you haven't met yet. I would love that. All right, some house lights, please. And
a la salida de Asturias y al entrar por la montaña fabricar mi caramelo para venderlo en España. Todas las rosas tienen espina y espinas son tus ojos. Cuando me miran, cuando me miran. Tierra que me vio nacer, rinconcito marinero. Tierra que me vio nacer, a México yo me siento por el barrio o del poder. A México yo me siento por el barrio o del poder, donde llore gaditana, no llore nunca, que la barquilla se aleja, ratito va a volver. ¡Olé! ¡Eso! ¡Vamos! tra. Tiri tra 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 tra. Tiri tra tra vedo mai. Tiri tra 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 tra. Tiri tra tra tra. Tiri tra 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 tra. Tiri tra tra vedo mai. Tiri tra 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 tra. Que me da flores todo el tiempo que tengo en mi casa una reate. Tengo en mi casa una reate que me da flores todo el tiempo. Tengo en mi casa una reate que me da flores todo el tiempo. Tengo en mi casa una reate. Tengo en mi casa una reate que por si acaso pasará. Tengo yo flor para ti que por si acaso pasará. Tengo yo flor para ti. Tengo yo flores para ti, que yo me voy contigo a la fuente, para que tú me laves el pañuelo, hasta que tú me das, hasta que yo me lave. Que me das flores todo el tiempo que tengo en mi casa, llárate. Tengo en mi casa, llárate, que me das flores todo el tiempo. Mi casa una grande que me da flores. Tengo mi casa una grande. Tengo mi casa una grande que por si acaso pasará. Tengo flores para ti que por si acaso pasará. Tengo flores para ti. Tengo flores para ti que yo me voy contigo a la fuente, para que tú me laves el pañuelo, para que tú me das, para que yo me lave. Cuando pases por el puente troyano conmigo, vida mía. Cuando pases por el puente troyano conmigo, vida mía. Vida mía, admírate solamente ya, mi pueblo de alegría. Porque tiene unos ojos brillantes, porque todo cielo brillante, porque todo cielo y un clase de chura brillante, aleluya. Si por otro me dejara brillar, me enamoraría, cariño, te quiero, mi noche, mi día brillar, cada día. Rey y príncipe tienen que le sobrando dinero. Le sobrando dinero. Rey y príncipe tienen le sobrando dinero. Rey y príncipe tienen le sobrando dinero. Le sobrando dinero. Yo soy más rico que nadie. Con la mujer que quiero. Yo soy más rico que nadie. Con la mujer que quiero. Tengo la mujer que quiero, que yo le voy contigo a la frente, para que tú me laves el pañuelo, para que tú me das, para que yo me guarda mi amore, ole, ole, guarda mi amore, de tu, cada niño no come, ole, con ole, ole, con ole, ole la maravilla de los cardiganos, Olle con olle, olle con olle. Una nostra la canzone, sopra mi chitarra mia, al igual che una candela. Olle con olle, olle con olle.
Hi, we're from Christie School Scottish Dance, and today we're going to be doing the Scottish version of the Irish jig. So behind every Scottish dance there's a story, and this one is that a washerwoman hung her clothes out on the line to dry, and the neighborhood boys went and pulled them down and stopped them in the mud, and now she's mad and angry and shaking her fists.
This next piece that you're going to see is a piece that I choreographed actually on a professional company that I dance with, Kadash Contemporary Movement. It was for our last concert that we just did called Walking in the Dark, and the piece was entitled Balance, and it was all about the balance between light and dark. And so I chose to reset this piece on our pre-professional company from our studio. These dancers in the pre-professional program, they work on concert-length pieces. They have a concert coming up in May. They tend to be pieces that are a little bit longer in nature and have kind of a heavier, or not heavier, but a richer theme to them. This one is entitled All Human Beings and speaks to the equality of all humans.
I'm going to read you the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The Preamble. Whereas recognition of the inherent dignity and of the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world. Now, therefore, the General Assembly proclaims this Universal Declaration of Human Rights as a common standard of achievement for all peoples and all nations, to the end that every individual and every organ of society, keeping this declaration constantly in mind, shall strive by teaching and education to promote respect for these rights and freedoms, and by progressive measures, national and international, to secure their universal and effective recognition and observance. Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal in
All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of community. Everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration, without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. Furthermore, no distinction shall be made on the basis of the country to which a person belongs.
I'm back here with my jaw just hanging. We made it through the show. Sort of. Wait a minute. We have a finale. Let's go.
Don't think about it, just move your body. Listen to the music, sing oh and oh. Just move those left feet, go ahead, get crazy. Anyone can do it, sing oh and oh. Show the world you got that fire. Feel the rhythm getting louder. Show the room what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. And we can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, yeah. When you finally let go and you say that solo, 'cause you listen to that music, say oh, hey, oh, 'cause you're confident, babe, and you make your hips sway. We knew that you could do it, sing oh, hey, oh. Show the world you got that fire, baby. Feel the rhythm getting louder. Show the room what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. And we can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, I feel better when I'm dancing. I'm better when I'm dancing. Hey, oh yeah. I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. Better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. Don't you know we can do this together? Bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, I feel better when I'm dancing. I'm better when I'm dancing. Hey, feel better when I'm, yeah, yeah.
Okay, turn them on, get the cameras out. This is a picture op. You can get your cameras out. Okay, here's what we do for tradition. Back it up in a semicircle. I need some dance and music. We're gonna see who's got what going on. Back up, guys. Let's go. All right. Hold on, just a sec. We'll do those guys in a second. All right. I'm gonna call out some groups of people. Bring that house light a little bit back up again. I don't need that off. Yeah, bring that up. What'd you pick earlier? Surprise us. Was that it? one year when I did this, a very pregnant person stood up. It was lovely. Any alumni, you've been a part of dance club in the past, but you're here now. And that's some of you on stage. Come forward. And anyone in the audience, Sophia, I saw you earlier. So many alumni. Some years I get them coming up here with their babies. I've been invited to baby showers and weddings. My first group is 43 years old this year. This is our 25th production. It would have been our 26th, but COVID stole one. Oh. And I just am going to emphasize one thing. Broomfield Heights Middle School is a wonderful place to be because of all of you and our community and coming together to support all these amazing people. I want to emphasize one thing. They can do whatever, I don't know how to word this right. I stumbled on my words. We need to not hold them back. We need to stop thinking that they're not okay. We need to stop thinking we're not okay. We're okay. We're gonna be okay. We just gotta take care of each other. And the only way they're gonna get better is to give them opportunities. We have to let them shine. We have to challenge them. When I said I need this, they did it. They ran this show. They wrote this show. Clancy, step forward, please. Clancy is your... Hey guys, don't scream. Cheering, but screaming is painful. Clancy is in 7th grade and she wrote this show. She's our student director and she wrote what you saw tonight. And I could go on and on about every single person up here, but we'd be here all night and you've been here long enough. But they all contributed. Every one of them is important. Every one of them helps make this a beautiful thing. And Dance Club will continue in our hearts and our minds, and next Thursday we will celebrate. But track season is starting, and generally speaking, watch this. Who's gonna be in track? Historically, like 60% of Dance Club goes out for track. So that's why our show is crammed where it is, because track starts next week, all right? So I wanna just emphasize that we take donations any time of the year. It's embarrassing to keep saying that, but I need you to support the arts. We need to keep music and dance and the arts and visual art, and we need to keep it alive, and we need to keep it in schools. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to do this here at Broomfield Heights Middle School. Here's the plan. I have a gift for each dance club member and crew member when it is time to go. Meaning, you have confirmed backstage that you've returned everything you borrowed and that you're taking everything that you own, and my 4 pair of cowboy boots are coming back to me tonight. 3, I already got one. Okay, thank you. And the custodians asked you to please leave the chairs. You've been so kind in the past to start stacking them and try to help us, and that actually is harder for them, so they said just leave them. But if you could clean up anything that fell that doesn't belong, that would be lovely. And that's it. That's a wrap. Circles, that's a wrap.
Just before we end, we have something from Ms. Kaufman because we appreciate her so much and we're so grateful for all that she does for this club. By the way, I'm the vice president. I'm Nava. I'm the president. I'm Nora. So that's for you. We have a card and flowers.
Let's bring up the house lights. Oh, they're on. There we go. So people can safely exit. Don't forget your kids. They probably want to go home with you. But they do need to officially double check the wings, backstage, Clean up everything. Leave everything you borrowed, including the ties and the hats and all that stuff. Put things back where they live. Yes? And we're having dance club next Thursday. All right, littles, wait, before anyone else moves, littles, go back to your parents.
Good evening. I'm Paula Kaufman. Oh, you got really quiet really fast. That was pretty amazing. I'm Paula Kaufman. Thank you so much for coming tonight to support these kiddos. I cannot tell you how proud I am of their hard work. The assemblies, they did 2 back-to-back today and just wowed everyone. It was absolutely wonderful. I have just a few business items to take care of before we start the show and bring the kids out. The first and foremost is safety. Safety is our number one. We have exits over there, behind you, over there, and if we have to, down this hallway and out that way. Restrooms are out there and right in the lobby, right out that front door. For safety of dancers, please do not take any flash photography. And for the emotional safety of your kids and you, refrain. You can put it away. You really can. You can be present with your kids. You can turn it off. You can put it away. The show's being recorded. You'll have a video link to see the show. And if you still want to take a picture or feel like you need to take a video, I ask you to not do it from your seat if there's anyone behind you. So to honor everyone being present and being here, you can get up, move to the side, or move to the back if you still want to take a photograph or a video. And I just ask you to do that so that we can all be in community tonight and be together. This week has been full of many, many religious significant dates for our cast members, and I'm sure for many of you in the audience. And today is one of those as well. And so I just ask you to be present and be together. HMS is a wonderful place, and our Falcons are amazing. Speaking of amazing Falcons, I'd like to acknowledge some people you see on your program, because without their help, we don't have this show. So I would like less of a spot on me and more up to daylight, a little bit more on the stage in general, please. First person I want to recognize is Adam Goodman, who, without him, we wouldn't have our music, our sound, and our videotape, and our photographs. And he put together in one day today, he took pictures during the assembly, threw them into the slideshow we used the rest of the day to educate the other kids about what they saw in the assembly, and then put together video announcements we saw by the end of the day. It was already all put together, a montage of the kids. So make sure you check out today's video announcements from Broomfield Heights Middle School. I was a puddle in my classroom, and I was like, thanks a lot, Adam. All right. Adam's back there. Give him a round of applause. I want to recognize the BHMS staff and administration. They've been so supportive through me messing up their schedule today, them bringing their kids to the assembly and supervising it. There's many of them sitting here in the audience like they came tonight. I'm just so appreciative of you, and thank you for all your support. My administration here especially, and our custodians, Tom and Scotty and Robert, thank you for everything you do for us. I want to thank all of you who donated. The kids, I kept losing track. They just kept coming and coming and coming. It was amazing. They'd bring a friend and another friend, and I think we're up to 44, 45, I don't know, you can count them on the program. They like to eat. They're hungry at the end of the school day, so thank you to all of you who donated the food. And now we would like to recognize 3 choreographers, dance instructors, teachers, people who helped create the show along with my choreography. would you please acknowledge Sarah Hirsch, who you will see in Act 2, but I don't believe she's here yet. And Stephanie McGill, please come on up. And Luana, will you please both come here? I would really appreciate it. Come on up. Sarah came! Sarah's here from the beginning. Sarah. All right, so here we go. You can help me now. They get special flowers that you get to acknowledge them all night. They get to hold them and then you'll know who they are. Stephanie helped create the tap piece. Sarah helped teach Mayim. And Luana helped bring us caporales from Bolivia and shared her culture and a lot of artifacts with the kids and taught them a lot about her family's culture. So please give them one more big round of applause. All right, the last group. And then we get to see the kids. I know you want to hear me talk. But this is important. I was trying to do the math. We have 13 or 14, I can't even keep track, 13 dance pieces times 42 kids. Costume changes. They're not in every single piece. Maybe even cut it in half. We came up with 500 and some if every one of them was in every piece, which they're not. Imagine how many costume changes you're about to see. And on top of that, it's the costumes. And the person I have to acknowledge, gosh, I do it every year. And I do it to you every year, sorry. My mom is here in the front row. She just turned 80 this year, and she's made over half the costumes you see in the show, and she's only missed one of my shows out of all the years. And there are parents who, without them, we would not have a show either. They gave hours and hours and hours. And I'm going to make fun of them for 1 minute because I can't help it. I spend all day long with middle school kids. In fact, this is my 30th year in 8th grade. I just can't get out of 8th grade. I don't know what that's about. And the moms came to me, and they were just like, their eyes big and round, and they're like putting their hands up, and they're like, I've told them 20 times. I said, I know. I just kept repeating it. I said, I know. They still aren't doing it. I know. It's tough. Please come up here and get a flower. Amy, Connie, Christy. Oh, Christy Jones did choreography. I apologize. And she can't join us tonight, but her daughter will be here later to dance in Act 2. Jessie, Karen, Christy, Marianne, Renee, Shannon. Would you please come up here? I really had an assistant in the past and it worked better. There was seamstress work, sewing some costumes you're going to see. There's food manager helping with our intermission and all the snacks with the kids. Karen and Shannon and Christy were all here last year. Karen and Shannon took lead to help communicate with everybody. And they've all just, I turn around and they're there. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? This is a nonprofit situation. This is not a funded program. We are 100% surviving off your donations, and that includes hours of volunteering. And I know everyone sitting out here helps in every way that they can, and these people happen to figure out how to also do it on top of their crazy schedules. So give them one last round of applause. And they even want to volunteer so well, they want to go back and help the kids. I'm like, This is mom night, like you're out here now. You get to be in the parent position. I'm done talking. You get to enjoy this, and I'll be back out to talk to you at intermission. So if there's any littles in the audience, you may come sit down front, get a front row seat right here on the floor. Please, please come down front right now. You can come join. Look, here they come. You can come join them. You can sit right there. Okay. I'm going to have to back up a little bit, though. Oh, there's more coming. I love it. Keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, I gave them their instructions. They're good. Would you please welcome Dance Troupe Innovation, No Place for Hate, and the theater program with their show, Circles.